Hi guys, today we will discuss what is the Power BI. Power BI in the sense it's a one of the reporting tool from the Microsoft. It is a one of the reporting tool from the Microsoft. First we will discuss what is the reporting tool actually. Okay, reporting in the sense we want to represent our data in a visual format. For example, I have a what are the data it is there like day to day we are n number of businesses happening, we are generating a data and all. So for the data we want to generate our reports to a visual format, we want to represent it. Okay, so for example, if I have a data, I have a one of the supermarkets, okay, business, I have a number of supermarkets, okay, to enter in a India wise. So end of the day I want to know how my business is happening. So someone has the customers has, okay, visiting the supermarket, he is purchasing the products, all those things. So I want to know, okay, so as per your daily business, data is generating. One guy has came into the market, visited, so he purchased some products. In the sense, that is nothing but a one record. Data got generating through, we only generating each and every day, data is generating. End of the day, the business management has to know what's happened yesterday. For example, there is a festival season or some weekend was there, so they wants to know what happened today's business. So take the data. Okay, if you give the data in a Excel format, for example, I have a 10 lakh records. So if you give a 10 lakh records in a Excel format, they can't understand the data. So visually I want to generate my report. For example, supermarket wise, what the sales was happened, how much the profit I got it. Okay, so I want to display in a visually format. So we have seen multiple reports and all, some of the visuals we have seen. So we want to generate the data in a, I want to display the data in a visual format in a reporting mode. That's what the reporting tools, we have number of reporting tools we have. Take the data and display the data in a visual format. That is nothing but a reporting tool. So some supermarket was there, data was generated. So I want to be display store wise how much the sales was happened, how much the profit is coming. If any one of the store supermarket is running in a losses, so what is the loss is coming, why the, okay, if the sales is less, in the sense the infrastructure cost is very high. For example, we want to pay for the AC, we want to pay for the employees, all those things, but the customers is very less, so we are running the losses. So they will take a decision, either I want to close that store or I want to improve some, okay, enhancements, all those things. That is what we have a reporting tool. Apart from this, each and every business we need the reporting. For example, today one of the new mobile got launches into the market, either it is a Amazon or it is a Flipkart, wherever it is. End of the day we are seeing the, okay, reports are there, we are seeing the newses, okay, in a five minutes, okay, the all the mobiles got purchased, okay, sold out. Okay, so I want to, end of the day they wants to know, okay, India wise what is the sales, okay, China wise what is the sales, in a US market what is the sales. Like we want to generate the reports. That is nothing but a reporting. Take the data, whatever the business was happened. Yeah, sure. Okay, what are the business was happened, we want to take the data. Okay, already data was, okay, so we have a some, for example, we have a front end applications, like for example we have a Flipkart or a Amazon. If you purchase a one record, okay, if you purchase a one product, in the sense that is nothing but a one record. Okay, data will be generated in a database level. So so and customer, so and product has purchased, so okay, this is the cost and all. So data is keep on generating. End of the day, okay, after your business hours, we want to take the data, then we want to generate a reports. That is the nothing but generating it, taking the data and displaying our data in a visual format. Okay, what is the total sales amount? I will take a bar graph. Okay, country wise what is the sales, one is a 1 million, one is a 2 million, one another country is a 3 million kind of thing. So this is what we can display your data in a visual format. That is nothing but a reporting tool. Apart from the Power BI, is there any reporting tools we have? We have a Tableau reporting tool. Okay, Tableau has came before the Power BI. Tableau is there, ClickView is there, and we have a Power BI. Power BI is there. Apart from that, Cognos reporting tool is there. Apart from that, SSRS reports are there. Apart from that, like OBI something, okay, some Cognos reporting, okay, SSRS, okay, Tableau, ClickView, some other reports also there. Okay, so Salesforce also they are inbuilt providing, okay, Salesforce also they are providing some of the reporting tools and all. These are the mainly top most demanding tools in the market today. Okay, Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, these are the top most demanding tools. Okay, now recently from past 2 years and 3 years, Power BI is the top most reporting tool in the market. Why? Because it is a from the Microsoft. Apart from that, always Microsoft will provide a for a cheaper cost. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay, compares to Tableau and a ClickView, Power BI is the less cost. Okay, most of the people, I have seen a number of the projects, they are already reports was they're running in a Tableau, they are migrating to the Power BI. Why? Because the cost is very cheaper when compared to the remaining reporting tools. Okay, so we have a Tableau ClickView from 2 years onwards. Okay, earlier Tableau is the topmost demanding tool. Now the Power BI has overcome the Tableau and a ClickView market. Why? Because the cost is very less, and we have a n number of new features, and every month we have a different new features and all. Every month there is a new releases and all. That's what we have a Power BI is the topmost reporting tool in the market. Now we will see, okay, high level of the architecture of a Power BI, how it will seems like. Okay, we have a different modules in this one in a Power BI. Okay, so like your data was there, either data was there in a Excel, or it is a Oracle, or it is a IBM DB2, or a SQL Server. We can take the data. Okay, so tomorrow we will discuss how the data will be in detail. We will discuss how this data is coming, who is generating the data and all as part of the SQL Server discussion. Tomorrow we will see in detail how the data is generating over here. So for example, now we will discuss that my data is already there. So I want to take, we have a Power BI desktop. We can take the data into the Power BI desktop. We can create a visualizations. Then we can publish. I want to send my report to the user. For that one, we have a Power BI service. Okay, Power BI report server, and we have a Power BI mobile as well. Okay, all the report is there. User wants to see the report in a mobile itself. So we have a Power BI mobile app as well. From users can able to see the report in a Power BI mobile as well. We have some of the app as well. This is a high level of the Power BI architecture. Data is there. Take the data into Power BI desktop, create a visualizations, then you can share the reports. Okay, we have a 2 ways we can share the report to the users, either a Power BI service or a Power BI report server. If my report is there, either of this, either a Power BI service or a report server, so user either he can log into the system, he can able to see the report. Otherwise he don't, okay, he is outside of the station, he wants to check the report quickly from mobile also. So from mobile also we can see the reports. We have a Power BI mobile app as well. From there we can see the reports as well. Now we will discuss. Okay, so as part of Power BI, what are the things we have? Like we have a Power BI desktop, and we have a Power BI service. We have a Power BI service, and we have a Power BI report server as well, and we have a Power BI mobile. Power BI mobile. These are the things. Okay, mainly we think we want to learn a Power BI desktop only. Power BI service, reporting server, Power BI mobile. Here we don't want to develop any reports and all. Just those are for only for a sharing purpose. Where we can develop our Power BI report in the sense we have a Power BI desktop. Same concepts we have in a Tableau also. Tableau also Power BI. Tableau is there. Okay. Tableau server is there. Tableau desktop is there. Okay, there also we have a ClickView also there. ClickView also we have a ClickView desktop, and we have a server as well. Okay, Power BI desktop, what we can do in a Power BI desktop level. Power BI desktop level, Power BI desktop is a free software. Half of the cost is reduced. Okay, Power BI desktop is a free software. We can download from a Google, then we can develop your reports. Okay, it's a Power BI desktop is a free software, and by using a Power BI desktop, we can develop a report. Okay, so by using a Power BI desktop, we can develop a report, and we can perform some data cleansing operations. All the things we can do. For example, Power BI desktop will be split into again 3 things. We have a Power Pivot, and we have a Power Query, and we have a Power View. These are a Power BI desktop is nothing but a combination of these 3 things: Power Pivot, Power Query, Power View. Power Pivot in the sense, 1 second guys. go on mute, guys. Okay, just other guy has some audio problem. That's what. Okay, the Power BI desktop. Okay, we have it's a combination of three things. One is a Power Pivot, Power Query, Power View. Power Pivot in the sense load the data into the Power BI desktop and maintaining a relationship between the tables. That is the main thing, connecting the different data sources and maintaining a relationship between the tables. All these things will come under a Power Pivot. Okay, relationship is the main important thing in a Power BI desktop level. Okay, if you have two data was in two tables. Okay, so how we can combine those two tables? Okay, how we can create a report by consolidating two or more tables and create a report. Okay, sometimes the data will come, not always data will comes in a more than one table. In a real-time cases, data will come in a 10 tables. For example, one table have a customer information, other table have a some geographic information, what are the countries, what are the states and all. Some of the table we have a sales information, some other table we have a some customer information, all these things. So all the tables we want to make a relationship each and everything. Okay, so that's what all those things we can do by using a Power Pivot. We have a Power Query as well. Power Query in the sense we can perform some data transformations. Okay, Power Query in the sense we have a one of the option, we have a Power Query array, edit query option. By using this, we can perform some data transformation. For example, we have the people are sending two different Excel files. Okay, some of the some of the information have a, for example, electronics related data. Some other Excel file is related with some food items data. So I want to combine these two Excels. I want to generate a single report. Okay, I want to in a same visualizations I want to be display both the cells. How we can combine two Excel files into a single one? Okay, or some of the data we have some duplicate data was there. So if data is not ready, if data is ready in the sense directly we can create a visualizations. Some cases data is some raw data is there, some of the duplicate was there, some blank values was there, all this kind of some data cleansing operations you want to perform. So Power BI desktop will be provide, we can perform some data cleansing operations as well. Okay, this is a lightweight ETL, extract, transformation, loading. Okay, some of the transformations also we can perform like removing the duplicates, removing the blank values. Okay, sometimes we will get this kind of problems and all. So by using a Power BI desktop itself, by using a Power Query, we can perform all those things. Then we can do a Power View. Power View in the sense we can create a visualizations. Okay, once you have loaded the data. Okay, either it is a data was there in from a Excel, or it is a Oracle, or it is a SQL Server, wherever it is data was there. If there are any transformations you want to perform, some duplicates was there, or some blank values was there, so I want to remove all those things. Okay, such kind of operations we can perform by using a Power Query. Then finally we can create a visualizations, that is nothing but a Power View. Power BI, all these things we can take the data, perform a data cleansing operations, then create a report. Okay, all these things we can by using a Power BI desktop. Okay, this is a Power BI desktop for a purely development purpose. If you want to make any changes in the report level, we need a Power BI desktop. So it is a free software. You don't want to pay anything for this one. Okay, it is a from the Google itself we can get it the data and all Power BI desktop. Okay, for a development purpose we can use a Power BI desktop. Development I create a nice report, I take the data, then I create a nice report and all. Now I want to share my report to the users. There are a business users, they want to see what's happened yesterday's sales, what is the today's sales, what is the today's sales and last month sales and this month sales, what's the difference, or last year sales and this year sales, we have a comparison, all the things was there. So user wants to see your report, or we have a online business, all these things. What are the top most selling products? I want a top 10 products which are selling more. So all those information we have. So by using a Power BI desktop we can create such kind of all the visualizations and all. Once that is done, how we can share the report to the user? That's what we have a Power BI service. Power BI service is a cloud based. It is a cloud based service. It is a cloud-based service. Once you publish your report to the Microsoft, okay, Power BI service, the reports will be saved into the Microsoft cloud. Even in a visualization, we can see this is a cloud option is there. That is a Power BI service. Okay, that is a Microsoft. Your reports will be stored into the Microsoft Azure. That is a Power BI service level. Anywhere. Okay, the Power BI service in the sense it is a yap.powerbi.com. Okay, once we publish the report into Power BI service, yap.powerbi.com, anywhere you can open this website. Okay, the user will be from anywhere, wherever he's sitting, so he can open the the website. He can see the reports. What are the visuals you have created? So he can able to see your reports. That is a Power BI service. One of the way to share the report to the users. So we can publish from into Power BI service. From there we can share the reports to the users. It's not a free software. Okay. For a Power BI service, Microsoft will be cost only for a Power BI service. Desktop is a free only for a Power BI service. Okay, it's not a free software. Okay, it's not a free thing, free service. We need to pay $10 for a month. Okay, $10 for a month. Okay, as a learning purpose, how I can do? Okay, you don't want to pay anything. Okay, if you once got the job in the sets, the organizations will be take care the licensing part and all. For a practice purpose, while a learning purpose, how we can use a Power BI service? Okay, here, okay, the Microsoft is providing a 60 days of free trial version with all the features. Okay, 60 days of free trial version. Free trial version. So with all the features, without any restrictions, all the features we can use it for a 60 days of the time. Okay, so for a Power BI service, we need a official email ID. Okay, official email ID or a Office 365 email ID we want it. Okay, for example, whoever the people are working, they already have a official email IDs, Google Mail, Gmail IDs and Yahoo mails and all. It won't be work out. We need a official email IDs and all. Okay, maybe you got a doubt. I am not working. How I will get the official email ID? Okay, we have an alternative way. Okay, I will show you as part of Power BI service. Okay, that time we will discuss. You can create your own account. Okay, for example, okay, at the rate, okay, who are the people are working? Okay, for example, you are working in a TCS. They will give you at the rate TCS.com. Okay, one of the mail. Otherwise, some other people are working in a Wipro. Okay, they will provide the email IDs. For you guys, okay, I will show you one of the way. We can create free email IDs with your own domain. So we can practice for all the things. After the 60 days trial is over, you can create a new email ID once again. Okay, lifetime we can use it. Okay, we have a different ways. So we can create your email IDs and all. Then we can practice all your Power BI service. Okay, in a Power BI service level, you don't want to learn anything. You don't want to write any code and all. Just how we can share the report to the users. Okay, so I have a data was there. I take the data. I create a Power BI report. Okay, Power BI desktop, I develop a report. Once you publish the report into Power BI service, tomorrow data got changed. Okay, daily data is okay, day to day, the business is happening, data will be update. Okay, next day data got changes. So how the data will be reflected into Power BI service automatically. So we can perform a schedule refresh. Data has to be update automatically. My database, okay, tomorrow data got changes. Okay, how the data will be reflected into Power BI service. So we can automate your data as well. The data flow we can make automate. If something got changed, okay, up to yesterday you have created a report. Okay, after 1 week, okay, business was happened. So again the last 1 week data will be changed to over here. How this data will be reflected into our Power BI service or a Power BI report server? We have a schedule refresh option, all those things. Okay, so we can automate once the report is developed. Once we publish the report into Power BI service, how we can automate if something got changed? Okay, my report has to be display the updated data. So by using a Power BI service, we have a schedule refresh options. So data will be flow automate. We can make a auto flow. Okay, automate your data flow as well. This is a main thing. Most of the people are using a Power BI service to share the report to the users. And we have a Power BI report server as well. Power BI report server, it is the alternative way. Power BI report server in the sense, I told you that, okay, once your data was there, you take the report, take the data into Power BI desktop, you have created, you share the report into Power BI service. The reports will be stored into Microsoft cloud. Okay, that is a yap.powerbi.com. But sometimes we have a very high confidential information. For example, about my company financials, or we have some banking related data and all. It is a high confidential data and all. I don't trust on a Microsoft. Either they will misuse my data and all. Okay, they won't do, but okay, there may be a chances. Okay, they will misuse my data and all. That's what we have a Power BI report server. That means you have to configure, you have to install. This is one of the software. Okay, you have to install it, you have to configure it. Then you can publish the report into organization only. Okay, you don't want to share the report to Microsoft Cloud. It's the same way. Okay, it is a different software. From here, you don't want to publish the report into Power BI service. Okay, maybe now at this point of time you have some confusion how the Power BI service, how the report server and all. Okay, going future. Okay, based on the discussion. Okay, coming classes we will see what's the difference, what is the service, what is the report server, all these things we will came to know. Okay, so I don't want to trust on Microsoft Cloud. Okay, I want to store my reports in my organization only. Okay, I don't want to, okay, if share the report, the reports will be saved into Microsoft Cloud. Okay, they are maintaining all the service. I don't want to that. That's what we have a report server. It is a very simple thing. It is a 1 day of class or a 10 minutes of the class only. Main thing, interview point of time, people will ask more questions in a Power BI service only. Okay, so we will discuss, okay, around 5 days of the time we will discuss Power BI service only. Okay, so report server in the sense everything, my data was there. By using a Power BI desktop, I create a report. Reports also I want to publish into one of my, so okay, in my organization only. The users will be login. They want to see my reports in my organization only. Okay, I don't want to publish outside of the network. That's what we have a Power BI report server. Apart from that, anywhere. Okay, either the reports was in a Microsoft Cloud or a Power BI report server. User, okay, wants to see the reports by using a mobile as well. That's a sometimes they want to see. Okay, just the user has to download a Power BI mobile app. They can connect to the report. They can able to see. Here we don't want to discuss anything. Okay, this we have a option. Okay, we can see your reports. What are the report you have published? You can also see the report in a mobile also. You don't have a system at that point of time. You want to see the report, so we can check the report in a through mobile also. That's what we have a Power BI mobile as well. Apart from this is what about a high level discussion of a Power BI. Okay, what is a Power BI? Why we need the Power BI reporting tool? To generate a reports, we need a Power BI reporting tool. Then what the things we have? We have a Power BI desktop to develop a Power BI report. Then we have a Power BI service or a Power BI report server to share your report to the users. Okay, these are the things we have. Now, what are the prerequisites we require to learn a Power BI? Do we want to learn any apart from the Power BI? Okay, okay. What are the prerequisites we need to learn to work with a Power BI? Okay, some people are telling only the Power BI we have a most demanding tool and all. Okay, but main important thing, we should require any one of the database language. Okay, we require any one of the database language we want to learn. Okay, either it is a SQL server, okay, SQL server or a Oracle, or we have a MySQL or a DB2. Like this we have a n number of n number of database languages. Okay, so some people are telling only Power BI desktop. Okay, only Power BI. Okay, only Power BI in the sense how they will be teach the classes in the sense they will take the data from a Excel and they will show you how to create a report, how to publish the report, Power BI service and all. But there are some of the projects. Okay, if you take 100, there are 10 to 15% of the projects are running from a Excel data. But in a real-time cases, most of the times data will come from any one of database language. Either it is a Oracle or it is a SQL server. If you learn a $10 per month is for user or organization. Yeah, we will discuss. It is only for one user only. The $10 for a month, it is a one user only. Okay, it's not for the entire organization. Okay, one account is maybe organization. Not sure what the question, Pavitra. For one account, it's maybe organization. Maybe you can unmute. You can ask that question. Maybe we'll elaborate on that. Okay, to work with a Power BI, okay, not only Power BI, either it is a Tableau or it is some other thing. Most of the times, okay, in a Excel, maximum we can store 10 lakhs of the records. Okay, maximum 10 lakhs of the records. But you can imagine that how many transactions you are doing by using a Google Pay, how many transactions you are doing by a Phone Pay or something. You can imagine that for a day, how many transactions has happening in a Amazon or a Flipkart or all the things. Some crores of the records is happening. Some crores of transactions is happening. You can't store such kind of data in a Excel file at all. Okay, so that's what always that. Yeah, sure. Okay, always data will be stored into the any one of the database. Okay, if you want to run any business, like you have opened any one of the website, in the sense in a backend, data will be stored into the any one of the database. For example, if you take a Amazon, okay, so new product is came. Okay, for example, one of the Amazon is there. You have login Amazon or a Flipkart. First time you want to register. Okay, you have given your mobile number, your email ID, and your username password. Then you want to give your delivery address and all. That means if you log in the sense, that is a one record. That means it will be data will be stored into one of the table, that is a customer table. Okay, they have automate all the things. Okay, they have already developed a .NET code or a Java code, all these things. They have developed one of the web application. By this, the application is running either a Java or a .NET or it is a Salesforce. We have a number of languages. They already designed like this. If you log into the Amazon or a Flipkart, you have registered. That means they one of the record. Next day you have login. That means it will be checked either your account is there or not. Okay, if you type a wrong password, how it is checking? The database, either the username password is correct or not. If it is mismatched, it will be display incorrect password. Next, if you given a proper username password, you have login. So you can check some products. You have searched for some of the winter wear or a summer wear or a electronics or a mobile. Already they have loaded all those images, all the prices. So the data will come into over here. If you search something, it is coming from a database level. Okay, so you have find. Okay, you have choose for one of the product. You have order the product. That is means one record. Okay, once you purchase a record, you are telling it is what your order number. Okay, so that is what you are the customer number. This is the order number. This is the price. This is mine. This is how keep on data is generating. That means data is storing into the any one of the database, either it is a Oracle or it is a SQL, any kind of database. So now data is there in my database. Okay, either it is a SQL server or it is any kind of database. If you learn a one database language, you can work with any kind of thing. All the database languages are similar. Okay, if you know SQL server, you can work with a SAP also. SAP HANA database also you can work out. Why? Because creating a table, selecting the data, altering the all the things will be remain same. 95% of the query language will be remain same. Just some of the keywords will be different. So you want to learn any one of the database language, it's a mandatory. I telling that learning a Power BI without any database, in the sense you can't survive in the real time. Why? Because always data will come from any one of the database any one of the database only. They will tell that take the data from a SQL server. If you don't know what is a SQL server, what is a table, what is a view and all. Okay, so you want to learn a Power BI, first you should know what is a database and all, how we can insert the data into the database. Okay, how we can get the data into from the database. Or you have generated a report, you don't know anything about this. Tomorrow user will tell that data is data is showing incorrect. How we can check that? Data is taken from here. You want to check. Okay, you want to write a SQL query. Okay, what is the data was in a backend? What is the data reporting tool? That's what we need a SQL server. Okay, any one of the database language also you want to learn it. For that one, Power BI level, you don't want to write any queries also. It is a very simple drag and drop tool only. Okay, so there we don't want to write any query languages and all, but any one of the database language is required. As part of my training, we will provide SQL Server training as well. Okay, SQL Server mainly select query is the most and most important thing. Okay, so first tomorrow onwards, next 10 days of the time, we will discuss SQL Server. Plus, I will be earlier I'm providing full-fledged of the SQL Server training. Okay, now we are limited that one. That's what we are providing 10 days of the SQL Server training. Then I will provide 10 videos. Okay, that is a very simple thing. How we can create a table, how we can update the table and all. For that one, I will provide 10 days of the videos. My videos only. It's not a Google. Okay, yeah, it's not a YouTube videos and all. Okay, my previous class videos only I will provide it. Okay, you want to learn it to server. Then we will start with a Power BI. First 10 days, I will tell you how to install a SQL server, why we need to use a SQL server and all, what are the different databases we have in the market and all. So first 10 days, we will discuss how we can select the data. Main thing is a select query is the most important thing. It is a critical also. Remaining 10 classes, I will provide the videos. You guys have to go on through that. Then if you have any doubt also, I will clarify on this. Okay, that's what we need a SQL server language. Then after the 10 days of the time, we will start a Power BI desktop. We will discuss Power BI desktop, how to create a report, okay, how to take the data from either a Excel file or a SQL server or some other thing, how we can create a Power BI report and all. Once the development is done, then we will discuss Power BI service and all. Then we will discuss in a Power BI level, we have a DAX language. It's a collection of functions only. You don't want to write any 10 lines of the code and all. Power BI is a simple thing. If you understand the SQL server properly, working with the Power BI is very simple. Okay, we have a DAX function. Okay, it's a collection of functions. I want a 2019 sales or last month sales. For that one, based on a requirement, we have a DAX language. It's a collection of functions. Around 200 functions is there. If you know how to use those functions, it's enough. Okay, in a Power BI level, we can survive it. Okay, so if you know the SQL server properly, you can survive very easily in a DAX as well. Okay, for example, I want a 2019 sales I want to be display, or last month sales I want to be display, or this year and last year 2 year sales I want to be display. How we can display in a Power BI level? That's what we have a DAX functions. It's a very simple collection of functions only. Okay, now if you know SQL server, easily we can understand a DAX function. These are the main things we wanted to learn a Power BI. SQL server is mandatory plus Power BI. Apart from this, as part of my training, another important concept is there. That is a SQL server analysis services is there. Okay, SQL server analysis services, one of the concept is there. Analysis services. Okay, it's a topmost thing demanding tool. Okay, it is a, we have some limitations in a Power BI. We have some limitations in a Power BI. That's what we can overcome by using a SSAS. Okay, it says SQL Server Analysis Services, SQL Server, Power BI, SSAS. These are the most combinations people are asking. Okay, so we will discuss, it's a 5 days of the training class. If you know Power BI desktop properly, okay, it's a very simple thing. Okay, we have some of the limitations was in a Power BI. To overcome those, we need a SSAS. Without SSA, okay, without Power BI also there is a demanding for a SSAS. Here also you don't want to learn any query language. Here also we can use the DAX. Okay, here also you can use a DAX only. If you know Power BI also, working with SSAS very easily. Here also we can use a DAX language only. Power BI also using a DAX language only. We have some limitations. To overcome those limitations, we can use a SSAS. Before Power BI, from past 10 years also we have a SSAS. Okay, if you know SSAS, SQL Server plus SSAS also there is a demand. Okay, you will get a job also. Okay, you don't want a Power BI. If you know SSAS plus SQL, you will get a job. That's what we will teach. SSAS plus Power BI plus SQL Server. Okay, so we have some limitations in a Power BI. To overcome those, we can use a SSAS plus without Power BI also there is a demand. The SSAS was there from 10 years onwards. Okay, so we have a super good demand for a SSAS as well. We will teach with SSAS. First, we will discuss Power BI desktop. What are the limitations we have? If the very huge amount of data is there, for example, I have 100 crores of the data. I have 100 crores of the data was there in my database level. That time Power BI directly won't be support. Okay, Power BI directly won't be support. We need a SSAS. Through SSAS, we can use a Power BI. That's what we have some limitations. You can imagine that in a real-time cases, most of the people are using a SSAS as well. Okay, so we will use it SSAS plus Power BI. So we will discuss full-fledged of SQL Server analysis services as well. Apart from this, okay, one day we will discuss data warehouse as well. Okay, what is a data warehouse? How the data will come into the data warehouse? Okay, one day of the time we will discuss. Okay, data warehouse also we will be discussed. What is the fact table? What is the dimension table? Okay, there are some concepts will be there. That is also important thing for a Power BI. If you want to job, okay, these are all the things is required. Okay, if you go for an interview, I know SQL, they would do no use. I know only Power BI, no use. Okay, we need SQL, okay, plus Power BI. Okay, up to here it is fine. Okay, some people will, okay, out of the 10, okay, at least for a 4 people they will ask it, do you know the SSAS? So we will cover the SSAS as well. Apart from this, for the SQL plus Power BI also we need a data warehouse as well. Okay, these are all the things we will discuss. Okay, data warehouse. Okay, data warehouse, all the things we will discuss. It will be takes, okay, around 50 days of the time. From tomorrow onwards, okay, the regular classes will be starting. Okay, tomorrow onwards we will start. Okay, it will take 50 days of that time. Okay, 50 days of the time it will be take it. Okay, tomorrow onwards, okay, the classes will be regularly, class will be starting. Okay, tomorrow onwards, okay, daily 7 to 8. Okay, 7 to 8, okay, daily 1 hour class, okay, except the Sunday. Okay, all the days we have a classes. Tomorrow we will discuss what is a SQL server, how to install a SQL server and all. Okay, all those things we will discuss tomorrow. Day after tomorrow onwards, regular. Okay, how we can write a query. Okay, how the, okay, the data was there in a table level, how we can see the data and all. First 10 days we will discuss SQL server. Then I will provide the 10 days of the recorded videos. Okay, I'm not going to discuss. Okay, I will provide the 10 days of the videos. Okay, so you have to learn it. Meantime, okay, we'll start with the Power BI as well. So after the 10 days of the time, the actual Power BI will be start. Okay, this is what the timings and all, guys. Okay, so whoever wants to continue from tomorrow onwards, okay, you can. Okay, I will share the new link for the class. Okay, you can WhatsApp me your email IDs. Okay, the recorded session also I will be provided. Okay. Okay, I will provide the, okay, you can ping me WhatsApp for this number. I will share the, okay, today's class along with tomorrow's class. Okay, the class new link will be there. Okay, from tomorrow onwards, the link will be remain same. I will share the link for you guys. You can WhatsApp me for this number. Okay, the email ID. So I will share the class along with the tomorrow's class link. I will be share it. Okay, so next 5 days of the time, you can join the further classes. It's a free of the time. Okay, after the 5 days you can decide it, either you want to continue it or not it. Okay, so after the 5 days of time you want to pay, okay, then you can continue the classes. Okay, next days 5 days also, if you want to see, okay, if you want to decide it, either I will teaching properly or not, so you can take the next day, next 5 days of the time, you can join, then you can decide it, either you want to continue or not. If you want to continue, then do a payment, then you can continue the classes. Otherwise you can drop off after the 5 days of the class. That's it for the, okay, demo, guys. Okay, tomorrow onwards the SQL server class will be starting. Okay, if you have any questions you can go ahead, guys. Apart from this, I will be provide, okay, SQL server, okay, interview question and answers document as well. Okay, for a Power BI, it's a everything, it's not a theoretical one. Everyone we want to see as a practical. So by using the videos, you want to note it down the questions. At the time of discussion also I will tell this is the important concept. So I will tell the how you have to answer it. At the end of the sessions as well, okay, around 2 days of the class, we will discuss only how to start your, okay, self detail, how you have to tell your self details as well. From how you tell self details plus all the interview questions, okay, we will discuss. All the interview questions we will discuss. After the sessions, okay, your training got closed. Okay, if you go for any institute in the sense, then there is no contact for you with your trainer and you. Okay, so until unless you get a job, okay, always I will be in touch with you. Okay, at any time you can contact me. Okay, until unless you guys got a job, I will provide the support. Okay, wherever. Okay, if you have any doubt, anything, I will be provide until you guys get a job. Okay, always I will be reach out. Okay, that's it for today's, guys. If you have any questions, you can go ahead. What are the questions you have? Okay, so it is a full-fledged of all the things. Okay, if you know only Power BI in the sense, you will get a job. It's a tough. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 guys maybe get a job only with the Power BI, but they can't survive more time. They can't. Okay, again they have to learn remaining things as well.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Sudhakar.
నా పేరు ఆనంద్.
Yeah, Anand.
పవర్ BI నేర్చుకునే ముందు కంపల్సరీగా SQL నేర్చుకోమంటారు సార్ అయితే?
Yes, 100%. అదే కదా నేను చెప్తున్నాను. SQL కూడా మేమే చెప్తాం. ఓకే, ఏంటంటే నీకు రియల్ టైమ్ లో డేటా అనేది
సేమ్ యూజర్ ఐడి సేమ్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఉంటుంది సార్?
సేమ్ యూజర్ ఐడి,
పాస్వర్డ్ సేమ్ యూజర్ ఐడి కదా సార్? రేపటి నుంచి 5 డేస్
రేపు నుంచి నేను
సేమ్ యూజర్ ఐడి అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్ కదా సార్?
No. Okay, whoever the wants to continue, okay, ping me in WhatsApp. Okay, I will share the
Okay.
new link. Okay,
Okay,
new
okay.
link and okay. Please ping me your email IDs as well. Okay, I will share the
సరే.
classes as well. Okay.
ఓకే సార్.
Yeah,
అదే
tomorrow
అడుగుదాం.
onwards. Yeah. Tomorrow onwards, the class will be, the link will be different.
ఓకే సార్. 7 AM 7 to 8 AM.
Yeah. Daily 7 to tomorrow onwards 7 to 8.
1 hour అయినా సార్ రోజు?
Yeah. Daily 1 hour.
ఓకే సార్. అయితే నో ప్రాబ్లం సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
Daily 1. Yeah.
I will join.
Yeah. 7 to 8.
Sir.
Okay. Please ping me whoever wants to continue.
Okay.
Ping me in WhatsApp your
Yeah,
email
yeah,
ID.
sure. I will
Yeah,
WhatsApp. Yeah, I will WhatsApp your number, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? If you have any questions and all, okay. So I hope one thing. Okay. How many years we can put the like experience and all? Okay. Maybe you can. Okay. If you have a more gap in the sense, at least you can put a 4 years of the gap in the sense we can manage it. If you keep a more than 4 years also, but the managing thing it's the difficult. Okay. The expectations will be more. Okay. If you keep a 5 years of the 6 years of I have worked in a Power BI, the expectations will be more. At least okay. If you have a 4 years gap, maybe we can put a 3 or 3.5 years, or if you have a 6 years gap, keep the 1 year gap as a gap. Okay, you are not working, then we can cover 4 years of the work. Okay, you can tell like first initially I started my career with a SQL server, like first year 1 year I worked with a SQL server support, then I got a chance with Power BI. Like this we can convey. Always SQL server will be help out anywhere. Okay, if you have any questions, okay, someone is pinging. Srinivaslu, you said only SQL, Oracle, and some other data sources, but what about the service? How can I get the data using a web services? Web services in the sense like we need a like okay, for that one we want to learn a some of the languages we want to know. Okay, sometimes they will give a APIs and all. We want to create a APIs. From there we can load the data as well. Okay, we have a super good demand. Okay, for the Power BI always. I already told you that. Maybe you can Google it. Okay, what is the demanding tool? Maybe you compare with Tableau and Power BI how the career is there. You can compare. You can Google for the how the demand was there for the Power BI. Okay, how to give web service authentication in Power BI. All those things we will discuss that. Srinivaslu, the first day itself we can't the authentication all those things. Okay, we can't discuss all those things. Okay, like in a Power BI level, we can directly load the from the web application as well. Okay, without the database as well. For that one, we want to create a APIs and all. Yeah, any other questions, guys? If you don't have any questions, you can drop off. Okay, if you have any questions, you can unmute or you can raise your hand or you can ping me. So we will discuss. If you don't have any questions, guys, I'm ending the session over here.